Hi guys, today I am going to speak about the Dhirubhai Ambani. Dhirubhai Ambani was born in 1952, Chorwad, Gujarat. His father was a school teacher. His mother was a homemaker. He was born in a very that ordinary, or we can say that middle class family. So his father was always used to tell him that you have to pursue your education, but he was not interested in studying. So because of that, after 10th, he didn't pursue his education. Then he went to abroad, Yemen, where his brother used to do work in one of the companies. Then initially when he went to the abroad, then he started doing work at petrol pump, and then later he became a clerk over there. He returned in India 1957, and then he started his own company. And then through that company, they used to sell, that spices, used to send their spices in another country abroad. And then after then, he started his another company, the textile company, with his friend Champaklal. The Champaklal was a very safe, player. But the other hand, the Dhirubhai Ambani, he was used to believe to taking risks. So his, Dhirubhai Ambani was saying him, so we have to do our business at big scale. We have to buy the new machineries, and we have to increase our, expand our business. But his friend, he was not able to understand that things, because he used to tell that Dhirubhai Ambani, so please we have to not do some other things at this time. Whatever the money we are making from this business, that much is enough for us. But initially that partnership broke, because they both have the different ideologies. And then that Dhirubhai Ambani started his own company in 1950, and his company's the office was that space was just 350 square feet. And then in Mumbai, what was the there was in Mumbai at that time. So then he started one of the company, that is a mill at Ahmedabad, Gujarat. And then you can see initially 1 year they were not able to sell their product, because you know the they didn't have the market at that time, because the already established people were there, and they were selling their that product on the high cost, but he was selling his product on the cheap cost. Despite this, people were not buying, because so many times that competitor was saying that the quality is not good, this and that thing. But that the 1 year, that was a bad batch for that his company. And then in later they started doing that door to door business. And when people came to know these things, that quality is also good and very on less price and very cheap price, then people started buying their clothes. And when this their competitor came to know these things, they started attacking on Dhirubhai Ambani. Because Dhirubhai Ambani, suppose if the any product is there, just 80 rupees product is there, so normally the other competitor, they used to sell that product on 100 rupees, but Dhirubhai Ambani used to sell that product on only just 85 rupees. So he used to believe less profit and more sale. So because of that, so many times he was attacked from the other that the competitors. And then his company started doing well. And then initially that later, they in 1977 they found the new company, and then that is a Reliance Industry. And then they came with IPO, they entered in share market, and you can't believe that 58,000 people bought their IPO. In those days 58,000 was also a very big, that huge, that bunch of that people, right? So people bought that much, 58,000. And he was doing very well in his business, and now we know that things, right? So the Reliance Industry is everywhere, in every field. That Reliance Industry is in telecommunication, they are there, education, retail, and in so many fields, petrochemicals, in so many fields, textile, in so many fields now they are, and they are doing, that company is doing very well. Do you know that Dhirubhai Ambani in 2002 he went to coma, and then he died after, no, after going to coma, after going in coma 6 days, up 6 days later he died. After a few years later, his property, that in the industry got divided. Reliance industry got divided into parts. He had two sons, Anil Ambani and, no, Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani. So the Reliance industry is heading the Mukesh Ambani, and the Reliance, that Anil Ambani, no, Dhirubhai Ambani group is heading Anil Ambani. So now we can see that this guy, that was very shrewd and intelligent. So he knew very well to how to do businesses. Whenever the problems comes, he never gave up. He always used to believe that we have to not give attention to other people or a competitor. Whatever we are doing, we have to walk on that path. And he used to believe in that, that less profit on that things. So that's why his son Mukesh Ambani, when they launched the Jio, initially they were giving a free data and cards as well. But now later we know that all things what happened. Now they have done the monopoly. So people, they don't have any other options now. So most of the bunch of the people, majority of the people, they have been using this Jio from the last few years, because the earlier that data was very costly, but when the Jio came, they gave that all data a very cheap price. So this is the thing he copied, or we can say that imitate from his father, and the same thing now they are doing in their business. So this is all about that Dhirubhai Ambani. Dhirubhai Ambani got so many awards in his lifetime. The India's seventh high, civilian awards, that Padma Vibhushan, also he had received. So this is all about the Dhirubhai Ambani. The one thing we can learn from Dhirubhai Ambani, and that whatever the problem comes, we have to not give up. You should have clear vision about your, future, or whatever that you want to be in your life. If you have that clear vision, then just walk on that path. Don't pay attention to anyone. Definitely, one day you will also become successful and very rich. So this is the all thing. We can learn these things from the Dhirubhai Ambani. So thanks for watching.